this is too much. And regarding making up for the property taxes, I'm actually really surprised that the council member representing the district of the displaced people would say that now that we're losing that property tax income, let's tax them at the register. I don't find that acceptable. We just increased the minimum tax. We just increased the fuel tax. We just increased the property tax. All of these taxes are regressive taxes. They're impacting the poorest of the poor the most. The GE tax is the most regressive of these taxes. This should be the last tax that we look at.
I'm going to reflect back on a comment made by one of my colleagues that I support this tax at a time when my district is the hardest hit by the current events. It is the hardest hit. And it pains me greatly to see what's happening in my district. It pains me to raise taxes, but they will not receive support from us if we don't have any money. That's a simple fact. You can talk about this is the most regressive tax ever, blah, 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 blah. Yes, that's textbook correct. But that doesn't reflect the reality of what is on the ground. I have been living this. I know you don't live in the Lower Puna district. I realize you represent Upper Puna, but I do. And every household that's impacted, I know almost every one of them. So this is my community. And my community has talked to me, and they said they wanted the 0.5% increase before all this started because they wanted a bus system. They wanted to provide for the neediest of the needy in our community. We cannot do that when our coffers are empty. And I wanted to ask Roxy Walchin to come up. She's our director of Parks and Recreation, just to give a snapshot of what is happening to our facilities. Our last administrator, Billy Kanoy, our last mayor, really, really pushed to get the new district park on the ground in Pahoa. I know when he did so, he never envisioned it being used as a refugee camp or an evacuation center. But that is what it is now. And it's taking a lot of hits in terms of facility maintenance on the pool, facility maintenance on the community centers, facility maintenance everywhere the Parks and Rec is trying to accommodate the evacuees.
We are utilizing all facilities on that park, including the ball fields, the open fields, the parking lot, the open play court. Maintenance staff is there 24 hours right now. We have several times a day we got to throw trash. Several times a day the toilets need to be cleaned. The showers need to be done. Our fields are in disrepair right now. Once this is all over, people, we're going to have to redo all those fields. And that is the biggest facility that we have. On top of that, I have community members that are complaining out in the Pohoa area because they can't use the skate park, and they want me to move people who have been displaced by the lava away from the skate park so they can skate. Okay? This is a really bad situation because apparently we also have other individuals that want me to open up the pool, which I tried to open up the pool for free swimming, but Pelly's hair got in it. So 3 times we tried, 3 times Pelly's hair got in there and we couldn't open it.
Most people who are in response on this emergency are working 12-hour shifts. Officers are coming all the way from Kona, and they get to spend 2 hours driving one way and 2 hours driving back. So their shift is a 16-hour shift in essence, since they're doing 12 hours on the ground. This is what it looks like, and it's affecting many hundreds of our 2,700 employees. So I don't know how we can possibly persevere and keep providing services to our public without this additional revenue.
But, I I don't want to really get into the frame, of what Ms. Ruggles said towards our colleague, Ms. O'Hara. But, I will say this. I've seen Ms. O'Hara, and I'm going to tell you right now. I haven't told you this. I've seen a big change in her over the last few weeks, been kind of edgy, no offense. And, she's changed her personality. And I know she's being deeply affected by what's going on. She's just an example probably of, everything that all of those people down there are having to put up with. And I gotta say, PTSD is the first thing that comes to my mind. So she's doing, she's being affected. She's doing everything she can for her community. I know that. And, I would just, last go around, Ms. Ruggles criticized me for not being respectful, or hopefully we could have a more respectful discussion regarding perspectives. And that was after I called her a champion for the poor. I don't know how it devolved into, me not showing respect, but I really believe that the same respect should be paid to Ms. O'Hara. She's going through a lot. She's only doing what she believes is in the best interest of both her community and the island as a whole. Thanks.